countdown I've ever heard. Good lord.
I know, he got bored halfway through, and he's like, yeah.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
We're live.
Out of counting.
Hi, everybody. This is where you're going.
Wow, there's a huge delay.
Why did
for
I
me.
click the
It's
wrong
okay.
fucking thing?
Professionalism.
There we are.
Professionalism. Hello, everybody. MrRipper here. Probably half of you don't even know what I look like or even sound like. You've got Brian over to the left and Dave over to the right. This is my first time really talking on the internet. The plan is we're going to go through the Reddit subforum and scroll up and down, and I'm going to force these guys to read stories out against their will, probably.
That's abuse. I don't like that. That's abusive. Everyone report Scott. I don't want anything to do with this. This is abuse. Help me. I am being chained and hidden away. Help.
Yeah.
He's keeping you chained to the radiator.
The radiator is burning me at the nighttime hours. Help me.
Yeah, I know. Ripdaddy is like got big daddy energy for sure. It's unbelievable. And I've got like scumbag energy because I need a haircut.
I got a wee lockdown trim, so I did. It was required.
Yeah, I gotta call in my barber for a house call eventually, but like shit, that's a scary prospect. I don't want to kill someone's grandma.
What do we get if we say potato?
Yeah, what's going on with the potato in the chat?
What do we get? Hold on. What do we get if you say it?
You already said it. You already said.
I'm not going to say it in their
word.
context. I refuse to say it in their context until they give us incentive.
But you already did. You already did. I got to get rid of this Michael Jackson curl. It's giving me anxiety.
Oh.
I'm looking through the comments here. I'm looking down, and it's really unprofessional. But I've got too much going on my computer to flick without breaking the stream. But Daniel, yes, I have read your story on Discord. I think you've
cool story,
that
bro.
About 15 times. I skimmed over. I haven't had the chance to fully go through it, but you never know. You never know. Hopefully that'll end that. Hopefully the potato is not referenced to myself because of my ethnic origin. But we do have potatoes here. I eat them every day. Jay Ross, you're still.
I do too.
You're still cock, so you are.
I don't even think J Ross is here.
Oh, I seen him.
He's well hidden.
I seen him.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I saw him
unfortunately.
once.
Is he inciting the riots?
Potentially, yes.
He keeps spamming.
J Ross is our like friendly neighborhood agent provocateur.
Yeah, he's pretty much like I get about 5 or 6 DMs in Discord a day, and people are regularly complaining about him. But it's like I love him like the child that. You know, you've no choice but
the child that he is.
like the child that he is, and you adopted him from the orphanarium. Yeah.
What he doesn't know is that every time he goes on webcam on Discord or does anything on Discord, like show his legs or anything like that, I always screenshot the photographs for just
for future blackmailing.
Because he deletes them, so he does. He's got this one where he's got his leg all turned, so he has, and yeah.
What, does he have a tattoo of Pepe the Frog in there? Because I don't know what he's waiting for.
I think.
All right, good enough time as any to crack this claw.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oy.
ASMR White Claw experience.
Just before I start picking through stories and stuff like that, there, I don't know how to say this, like, but we're nearly at 100,000 subs.
Holy shit.
I don't know what to say more. Thank you. Still shocked sometimes. Like I'm like, see the views coming in. I still can't get it, but that's really down to Dave and Brian. But I keep on going over the history of the channel. But it was originally a TTS channel, and the guys in Discord were the ones who kept it going to the point where I decided to get Dave and Brian in, and if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be a channel. So yeah, as you know, I don't read the stories. You're probably working out now why I don't, and I don't plan to read too many stories even doing this. The idea is that we're going to maybe try and do this in a weekly thing. Well, we're going to aim for a weekly thing at the moment. Try and keep them about an hour, and if people are watching them, we'll keep on doing them. And it just takes a couple of people, and I'll still be interested in it. So we don't need everybody to be jumping on every week, but it would be appreciated.
No, we do. Everybody jump on every week. Come hang out and drink and share stories with us and fuck around and find out. Every single one of you want to be back.
Coming into a tavern and just enjoying each other's company. That's the whole point of all this anyway. So
yeah, I'll drink to that. Cheers, boys.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers to my imaginary drink. I don't have one here.
All right, well, we'll chat later on. What we're going to do is I am going to go for a wee flick here without hopefully a break in on my screen. This is it. I was shocked to see how many members there was.
Wow.
I know, it's
That happened
crazy.
fast.
I know, it's only been going, what, a month? Yeah, the other thing is that if you have a story that's related to a topic, I know the guys keep on saying it at the end of every video, I don't think everybody's totally grasping it. If it's related to the story, what I do is I pick back through the YouTube comments and create other scripts from that, and then the guys obviously read it out. If you have something that's a completely random one-off story, Dave or Brian will read it out hopefully as a one-off if it's something that can go out on its own. If you have any thread ideas that you can't find on Reddit, because I search through it all the time, if you can't find it on Reddit, here's the place to ask, and obviously people will answer the questions. Hopefully we'll get a good story out of it. But what we'll do is, as long as the guys have not read it out on a YouTube video, my lights are flicking above my head, then we're gonna read them out here, and I'm hoping I'm going to find.
You can also enjoy some spicy memes if there's some good ones. If y'all shit posting game is strong.
I have to be careful because there's a goat. I mean,
hey, it's a goat. Everyone likes goats.
Class. I know. Look at him there.
Damn. What's the CR on a goat? Probably like 0.5, like one half.
Be at least a 1. It's got to be higher
no
than a cat.
way. There's no way.
Well, have you seen them kick?
A cat is like an 8th. It's like a challenge rating 1/8.
I live in a country.
Don't make me get my Pathfinder bestiary. I don't find
that. We're not playing Pathfinder anymore, man. The world lives in 5e.
I got my
D&D times.
I got my D&D books somewhere.
I got a PHB somewhere.
Don't whip out the books.
I don't know where it is because I'm like in the middle of moving, basically.
I see a goat, I usually run because they're like snapping and they've got messed up eyes. Oh, that one doesn't look so bad. I've got this boy here.
The goat is cursed. CR2, amazing.
More art. I love the art. That's what I get. People are so creative, unlike me, which is.
Oh God.
This is blurred out. Yes.
Thank fuck.
More art.
We don't want that on YouTube. It's like no, we don't want canceled already.
I gotta get in contact with this King Vigo guy because he can draw, so he can. I'm looking for people to do just more art, trying to get away from Pepe is dead. A lot of people were complaining about that.
Rest in peace, Pepe. Salute to Pepe. Press F in chat for Pepe, guys. He's fucking gone.
He had to go.
We hardly knew ye.
Wojak's still going. He's still pretty cool, and the artists are. He's hopefully doing new backgrounds and bits and bobs, and also, hopefully we can have
Cats
our own
are 0 CR. Challenge 0 means they're not a challenge because you just give it a little bit of like a snack or something and it'll leave you alone. Unless it's like a rabid cat, which might be a higher CR depending on the severity of the rabies. I don't know. That's up to your dungeon master.
Jesus,
tits. Go now. We're gonna go Brian with this one. I think
I have my Rick moments, so I will apologize in advance because it will be numerous.
Yeah.
Hey Morty, are you in the chat, Morty? We gotta get some belches, Morty.
Oh, that's actually a pretty fucking good Rick impression. Holy shit! I don't know, Rick. Oh, jeez.
Thank you, Morty. Thank you, Morty. But you need to stop kissing my ass, Morty. You know how these missions go.
I'm not kissing your ass, Rick. Jeez.
Is this one mine?
Thank you for buying me time to actually skim through this here, Dave. I hope you're skimming through it too, because I obviously don't want to. But you put me off here, Rick and Morty.
I have eyes like a fucking jackass.
You put me off. No, this one looks good.
I feel like we're all a little Morty.
This is fine. This is
we're
fine
all
story.
a little Morty.
Brian, yeah, go for it, Brian. I'm gonna put you up first.
All right, cool. Hold on. Let me just expand all my screens here. Oh shit, I can see it on this screen just fine. All right.
I have to keep on turning my head because I can't see anything. So.
All right, here we go. Incredible Luck. Who's it written by? Do we know?
Oh, let me flick you up.
Let me flip you up a little bit. That is, God damn it, it's so small. Snowy Star 122. Hello, if you're in the chat. This is called Incredible Luck. It's a story. Here it goes. So, my DM runs a 5e campaign mixed with darker dungeons. Oh, God, that's horrifying already. And he removed force damage. We agreed my magic missile damage output would be based on a d6 instead, as I'm a wild magic sorceress, and it would make sense. During some downtime in the mountains, my friend and I decided to split from the party. Never split the goddamn party, you morons. To take down a red dragon wormling? Wormling, yeah. We met in the worst place we could. It sent me to a dying condition twice before I finally got sick of everything going wrong. I decided to chance a level 1 magic missile going at it. I had a 1 in 6 chance to, or whoa, no, that says that one dart would deal the damage type it was vulnerable to. All 3 darts were fired with its vulnerable damage type. Needless to say, I wiped out most of its HP with 1 spell, and my friend, with the DM, were thrown into shocked silence. We worked out the chances to be 1 out of 216. I don't know how you worked that out, but good job. Math is way too complicated for me. I am a dumbass. If that wasn't lucky enough, we knocked it down and killed it on the turn. It got its fire breath back. Or it got its fire breath back. Blech. We could have both permanently. Wow, I saw that completely wrong. That's showcasing how bad my eyes are. We could have both permanently died, but got extremely lucky with our spells and weapon attacks. That it? There you go. It wasn't bad. This insane luck. Damn, that's really good luck. I mean, yeah, if you're that lucky with that kind of chance at like 1 out of 216, yeah, that's lucky. I'd say so. I mean, my math is garbage, so I mean, I couldn't verify if that's right or not.
Oh, there's lots more.
I can't keep up with messages enough to unhide. I can't keep up with messages fast enough to like quietly do stuff like as an admin because it's just moving too fast and I am slow.
Yeah, I'm struggling with it as well. Just keep on jumping because my phone keeps on turning
The hype
off.
is just too real. It's all these potatoes. We need more admins.
I think
that's all right.
Oh, don't make me say that there. I think he is somebody that I recognize. I'm gonna do that there. There's Chelsea sitting there working away. Brian, clean your glasses.
Look, listen. I can't clean my glasses any more than they already cleaned. It's just I literally do that when I'm trying to read out stories. So what I'll do is I'll have Audacity up and I'll be reading out a story, and then somehow my brain has this clusterfuck moment where I kind of go, "Ugh," and then immediately, bam.
All I'm gonna say
That's
is,
why I have to redo that constantly.
thankfully, you clean it up before you send it to me.
I try. I mean, I get really lucky. Like depending on the story, sometimes it flows correctly in my brain, and I'm like, I can read 20 whole minutes, no problem. And then I read a 2-minute story, and it makes me want to die. And I'm like, oh, what happened there?
I think.
Yeah, I use Audacity, not Reaper, not yet.
I think
Audacity.
That's
the
what
sheer
kids use.
audacity of it all.
That's what kids use, but that's what I use because I'm not a pro and I'm a child when it comes to that shit.
I mean, I don't use shit that is considered pro for audio editing. I use shit that's considered pro for music.
It's my
Who cares? It works.
I think I've seen the original poster, the OP.
You did.
Saying that it was their story. So thank you. You've got
a story.
You've got the top rated story. So
Mazel tov.
Yeah.
Yay. Right, Dave, let's see if you can string a sentence together this time.
What, me?
Sorry, yeah.
String a sentence together? What are you talking about?
Oh,
I'm so coherent. The
booty.
most coherent.
There we go.
I was not so coherent when we hung out on Discord the other day.
Oh, don't talk about that, man.
Oh boy, that was a mistake.
I knew I was in trouble whenever I noticed it getting dark in LA. I'm thinking, what?
And I like got the spins. We got so hammered. Like, fuck, it was my mistake trying to keep up with my 6'4" Irish friend.
The funny thing is he's drinking whiskey from like 40 miles away from my house, and I'm drinking American whiskey. So
yeah,
it was a weird turn of events. So it was.
Yeah, totally by accident. But I did drink too much of said whiskey.
Yeah, me too. Actually.
All right, oopsie slipped.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, well, let me just check it here. Let me just check it. Yeah.
Hey, rude.
I think this is slick. It looks good to me.
I think whenever I see things with soap and slipping and bars of soap and stuff like that there.
You got to double check it.
I think it's worth a double check.
It's always worth a double check. You have my full support. All right. So this one is posted by Go Commit Live Good Life. Words to live good life by. And it is entitled, Oops, He Slipped. I was DMing for a campaign that lasted about 4 months. About 20 days ago, this happened. The party was fighting an enemy. He had a hook that could steal items. I created him because there was a player who insisted on keeping a list of his items so I could slowly pluck his items off of him. About halfway into the fight, I pluck a bar of soap from them. It lands near their feet, and they ignore it. Later in the fight, the mini-boss is charging towards the party. They know this will result in one player character death, so one of the guys says, I kicked the soap under his foot. So he rolled for it, getting a nat 20. Bow, 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 bow. But I was not about to let the fight end. This person's syntax is, whew, my. So he rolled for it, getting a nat 20, but I was not about to let the fight end because of soap, so I rolled for the enemy. If he sees the soap or not, I got a 2. Meaning he saw the soap and he could not dodge it. And as he slipped, the party finished him off. After the session, I threw away those dice. Thank you, Go Commit, Live Good Life. I appreciate that. And also, I have a baggie of dice that is labeled Dice Jail. Dude, I had a dice once that had 2 1s and went up to 5. And that went to Dice Jail.
That dice can go in the fuck off bag.
Well, this is what happens when you buy online instead of from your local game shop. You get 0 fucking quality control.
Don't say about that there, because I've had loads of requests to do that dice, but I reckon if we change that...
Well, I mean, if you're buying from like an artisanal dice maker, then hell yeah, them dice going to be fire, but those are not the dice I am referring to. The dice I am referring to was like $20 for a bag of like 200.
Yeah, you're going to lose
So
there.
obviously you're going to have some boners in there.
But even if you've got even the slightest wee bit of paint or excess material there, it's always going to fall tits up on you every time. You're going to get a higher percentage of rolls.
Yeah.
It's fucking your favor though.
Well, yeah, but like a dice that has 2 1s and no 6, like hell no. I don't want a D6 that doesn't have a 6.
Yeah, you see there's somebody commenting. Oh, you can't see it. Yeah, there's somebody commenting on what I was thinking. So,
oh, god damn it.
At least I'm not the only
Don't drop
one.
that dun-da-da.
Let me see.
Oh, I want metal dice so bad.
Metal dice? I have some around here somewhere. Chelsea got me. That was my first set. It's dwarven dice.
Oh, that's lit.
Like, if I know where they are, I'll go get them, but I'll do that in a little bit.
Oh, so you can flex on me with your good dice?
Hey, man, you wanted to see some metal dice?
No, I said I want to have metal dice. I don't need you to rub it in my face.
See metal dice. You didn't
no,
want...
I said I need me some metal dice. Coming at me with some shit like that. Come on, bruh.
I just got to show love. That's all.
You know, you just want to show off. That's what you want to do. You're trying to flex your dice game on me.
I still need a shitload more, but is this one mine, Scotty boy?
Yeah.
It looks all right.
That looks all right. I just see Dragon in us, and I'm thinking that sounds perfect for a live stream.
Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna be just fine. We're gonna be good. Who wrote it? Scroll up.
Oh, we'll scroll up a wee bit. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Sealma.
What were you gonna say?
No, that actually brings us to the point of the amount of work that you both of you do to actually straighten some of the stories out, because of the quality. No, just in case anybody's wondering why, if there's anything said, usually we would have to do a lot of grammar sometimes. But I leave the original format of it, so that's why sometimes we get arguments about spelling. Sometimes we get arguments with pronunciation. Sometimes you get it all, because it's not fixed. What you actually visually see is not fixed, because that's just people say
we read them like we see them.
Exactly, and I like leaving up the original text, so both Brian and Dave will veer off it ever so slightly. But if it's a complete rewrite, something which Dave has done a few times, then sometimes the images get changed.
Yeah, like that last story that I told would have been like multiple additional Oxford commas in like multiple different places, and like a couple of periods here and there, perhaps a paragraph break.
Yeah,
perhaps like not so many run-on sentences. Nothing personal. If that's your story, you know, maybe English isn't your first language.
That's primarily my issue when I'm reading.
That's something I'd
live.
have to do to like be able to understand it.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's just in case anybody, I like to answer. I'm thinking just questions that people have asked me over the wee while there. But great, Brian. 3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1. All right, Jesus Christ.
It was a bit more enthusiastic that time.
This is by 88 Salem A 88, if I'm right, because I can't see that little symbol there. Yeah, 3 nat 20, and my favorite character ever died. It's gonna be kind of sad, isn't it? I'm sure a little bit. Me and another rogue, spelled incorrectly according to Dave. I was a thief spy.
No, that's
who-
spelled correctly.
Oh, no, you said in the chat it wasn't. But
No, I said rouge is not how
Oh,
you spell
rouge.
rogue.
Yeah,
That's
fair enough,
rogue.
fair
That is
enough.
the correct
I
spelling.
kept
You're
seeing that
part of
other
the
guy
problem,
spamming that
Brian.
way. So
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's part of the problem. This is
we all
now we
have
see the
different
violence
opinions.
inherent in the system. Help, help, I'm being repressed.
We
Go on.
and another rogue, and I was a thief spy named Who. My family name was what? Oh, I know where this is going already. The other assassin called Sauce. We entered an adult blue dragon lair. See, right there, I would have just said Anne, but my brain kind of tried to autocorrect, and I screwed that up. Just to scout and get info. By accident, I found the dragon sleeping. Then I got trapped between the dragon behind and a wall. Asked the DM, can I see the dragon's ass? It's asshole? Yes. I'm not English, so I'd say
Arse.
asshole, not arsehole.
Arse. Just yeah.
There
Say
you go.
arsehole.
We're gonna
Arse.
pick
Say it out loud.
Arse. We're gonna pick through
got
everything, Brad.
We don't want to break their immersion, okay?
Yeah.
Sorry.
DM asked me to roll perception, nat 20, plus something. Ability checks don't crit. DM said, you can barely see the dragon's anus in the dark. I found a vial of acid a couple sessions prior. I tell the DM, I want to shove my entire arm up the dragon's arse. Dead silence. Table all looked to each other. DM looked confused, eyes wide open, and said, roll for an attack with disadvantage because I was more or less pinned between a wall and the dragon. Nat 20 the first roll, nat 20 the second roll. So I rolled 3 nat 20s in a row, shoved my arm up an adult dragon's arse and poured the acid. The dragon, in pain, collapsed the lair on us both, and we died. The other rogue barely managed to escape, lost my favorite character ever, but he went like he lived, with an arm up someone's arse, and no one, not even the other rogue, saw what did. Fuck you for the end of that. You see, that's when I start to stutter, because I know somebody pulls these fucking things at the end where it's like, who, what, did what, how, now, where? I'm going, help me. But no, lovely story about someone's ass and losing your arm and character up there. At least you died a funny death. 10 out of 10, buddy. Hope you're in the chat. Hello if you are. There you go.
Arse, Brad.
Fucking weird ass story. I say asshole, not arse, because I mean, yeah.
But that's what it says on the page, man. You have
Yeah,
to...
it says arsehole. That's what it says.
I do say arsehole, but I'll only say it for that because I
You're
don't
breaking
say
my
it around the world.
immersion, Brian.
I'm sorry about the immersion.
My immersion.
Give me my immersion.
This is turning into as much of a shit show as I thought it was going to.
I mean,
Yeah,
manage your
thank you, Scott.
temper
We
your
try.
expectations, friends.
I know.
We're just here to have fun. That's all.
All right, give me a fucking good one this time. Come
Thanks,
on, let's go,
Justin.
baby.
I need more of those, Justin. Can you give me something a little bit more extensive because it just doesn't work that way? I embarrass Chelsea on a daily because my brain is just not working.
I embarrass myself pretty regularly too, but
It's part of getting older, though.
no, it's just part of being a stoner. I think
No, don't bring up.
Uh-oh.
it's just the deal.
Don't bring
Uh-oh.
up.
I think we got something.
Yeah.
What, some porno or a story
Don't bring up age.
or a
'cause
copyright
it's like,
strike? Did we get copyright struck yet?
Well, what would we get a copyright strike for? We try and stay away from them.
For our Rick and Morty impressions,
Oh well.
because they were so good.
That's an impression. That's fine. That's fair use, baby.
But if it's
We're good.
If it is exactly the same,
Is it
the
fair
algorithm-
use? Because it's not technically parody.
Well, let's see.
All right, we're gonna roll
if
with
Justin
this one.
gets in the chat, then we'll tell him off in Rick and Morty's voice.
Let me see. I'm just waiting for the emails from YouTube banning us. Yeah, I think this one here.
Did we actually get shut down, or are we dead?
No.
Or are we dead in the water?
No, we did not. Hope not.
Don't scare me like that, Ripdaddy. Jiminy Willikers, Batman.
What would we have done? We did nothing wrong.
I know, but like YouTube will come down on you for less. You feel me?
No.
Yeah, true enough.
Just looking at the
All right.
chat log here.
So let me scan this real quick. They spelled rogue correctly. Okay, that's a good start.
Dave's only doing this for you guys. He's educating. That's all it is.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Y'all ready for this?
I immediately played in my head, you son of a bitch.
Posted by Sire of Quagsires. Oh, the Pokemon. I fuck with that. Good move. Good name. 10 out of 10. New campaign, new party, new players. Okay, so I was the DM of a campaign for my fam. Let me list their characters. Sneak, a human rogue that is very greedy, will loot bodies for cash or valuables. I thought that's just what you do. Jingle, we're rolling with Jingle, a half-elf warlock that is quite intelligent. Sparkle, a high-elf sorceress that knows burning hands. Important later. We were doing a campaign I made with some friends, so we were having fun and starting to do the usual intro and the rest. This went down as the usual, and this went. I always make a little fart noise when I'm in the middle of reading to like notate when I've made a mistake, and I just did that by muscle memory while doing it live, thinking I was going to edit this later. But that little fart noise is like it makes a little marker in the waveform, so I know when to go back and make a cut. This went down as the usual, and then the big bad evil guy comes, giggity, they don't know this, and says the town is under attack over yonder. They investigate, not that it mattered, with no damage, and then they play a hero while going back to the tavern, and then get attacked by 4 goblins. They didn't get touched a single time. Jingle kills 1 goblin. 3 of the goblins already went, and the last one went after him and missed, obviously. After so, Sparkle goes after. Sneak went on first. Man, giving me stories that don't really follow so far, Ripdaddy. But I'm trying my best. Me, all right. What do you use? Sparkle. Let's go with burning hands. Me, all right. Let's see what the goblins roll. They all get lower than 12. Me, mentally trying to see if it's lower than their health. It's 12. Okay. You burn all of the goblins to a crisp. That was fun. Soon going to resume. What even? Again, Sire of Quagsires.
Guys, listen.
Bruh.
We're just trying to read. We're just trying to read these innocent little stories. And all they do is leave us confused.
Yeah.
The funny thing is
we need some epics
20
in this.
20 other people upvoted that. That's
I know, and they have the right to. I'm sure
it's not. Listen,
it's not a terrible story
because it's your own personal experience.
It's just a story. Like there's no hook.
Like we're just kind of going, what?
Yeah.
Right. Just do.
I agree. There's probably a good chance that English is not their first language, but more so, it's about the selection of this as a story to post to a server like this or a subreddit like this. It's like, okay, well, it's technically a story.
Yeah,
and that's really where the degree of excitement, at least for me, in having read it, lies.
Okay, listen.
I'm
going to explain
your name.
I'm going to explain this to all of you in chat right now.
He's got the shirt on for it too, so.
Listen,
Daddy.
I love all of you, right? And I respect all of you, and I truly hope that you all have a good, wonderful day. And I certainly will not be saying this name out loud because that is a naughty name. I'm going to just say this guy's name or gal, whoever you are, your little, I'm going to call you Little Tortilla Boy 2099. You're not going to get that word out of me. I'm not doing it.
Little Potato Man 2099.
Ban this son of a bitch.
I don't think you can ban an admin.
That'd be weird if you could.
What have I missed?
How I gave my player auto mail? I think this is going to be something to do with Full Metal Alchemist, everybody, if you haven't seen it.
I hope it does.
I love it.
I'm trying to work out that our random stories that have completely been literally just me scrolling down to keep you both happy has a start,
Scotty
middle,
boy. Can you take your mouse cursor and move it off to the side, please? Thank you. Oh, don't make it go crazy. Oh, it's scary. So, I am new to D&D, and so are all of the people I am DMing. And as a gift to them, I gave them one low-level magic item and a familiar. One of these players, let's call her Rex, was one of the memes-type people and chose to be a warlock. So followed my rule, and I gave her a ring of charisma +5 for her to mess around with like telling townsfolk to do stupid stuff or charming a god, stupid stuff like that. Yeah, that's fair. I did not know that charisma was what warlocks used to use spells. I am new. If you don't know, I believe Eldritch Blast scales with that, I think. I've seen that once. It's scary as shit. I don't like it. After I found this out, had a charisma of 25 plus 7. Jesus. I made a large custom encounter with a vampire called Charlie, the finger biter. But she rolled so high for perception, I never got the chance. This side quest to get the ring off spiraled into a dungeon. You see, right there. Right there. A dungeon.
Immersion.
You fucker,
Immersion.
you almost got me, but my brain's on autocorrect. That's what I do when I read some of these stories. The side quest to get the ring off spiraled into a dungeon crawl, and Rex finally flopped a Rex cheek, which I imagine they meant check. And then the room started collapsing, and a falling rock chopped her arm off. Next, and they... What? And the party escaped in the nick of time. Okay. After that, they made... What? After they made it out of there alive, I felt bad for Rex because she was a warlock and she just took a major blow. So the cleric of the group told our Dragonborn to breathe fire into the wound to cauterize it. Smart move. They rolled high in intelligence, and me, being merciful, say a stranger approaches and says, "Oh my gods, what's happened to you?" The party explains what happened. The stranger says, "Well, my young travelers, you are in luck. I am the great forger of magic replacement limbs, Steve!" He takes them in and makes Rex an arm with retractable ice daggers. I found it in a caves, and a shield. There you go. That's not bad. I mean, it's an interesting concept, at least. I don't know how well it would work in practice, but I mean, a lot of numbers to take over there. I'd take one, though. What
Sorry,
the hell?
turn my mic
Can't
on.
hurt.
I want to go to a Dudgeon. I was seeing that one coming, so I just to see what's going to happen.
A Dudgeon, yeah, Dudgeon is probably just like
you
a
saw
dark,
that comment, and
musty place.
my brain tried to autocorrect it immediately, and it worked. And I'm like, but the rest of it after that, to me, even though it was all technically correct, my brain just kind of went. I just wasted all my energy on dungeon. I can't do this.
I wonder if because you're getting old, Brian, and you've got glasses.
Fuck you.
Hey, fuck you, bro.
You can see, Dave. You've got the right prescription on for
I
a
can't
start.
see. My prescription is trash,
Hey.
bro. My glasses are all scratched. Too.
Yeah,
See
my
if I can-
glasses are shit, dude. But
I just go
mean,
hard in the motherfucking paint, bro.
I mean, my glasses are horrifying.
By the way, I wanted
go
to
with
crack
that.
a joke real quick before I lose it. A dudgeon is like a dank, musty, dark store where you buy clothes from the 70s.
Oh, God. Wah,
Yeah.
wah.
Nailed it. By the way, always be posting your art. Like, please, always share art. Art is so
Oh
fucking
yeah,
sweet.
we love seeing.
Yo,
that
I
kind
want to
of
read the
stuff.
Dwarven bitch slap of doom. Let's go. Let's
Alright,
go.
Just go. Oh, it's a
Let's
big meaty
go.
one too. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
we're gonna crush it. Are you ready for this?
Go for it. 3, 2,
All
1.
right. Can you scroll up a little bit so I can see the username?
Yepers.
All right. So this was posted by the Batman Jesus. Cool fucking name. Cool fucking title. I like you already. And this story is entitled "The Dwarven Bitch Slap of Doom." Welcome,
Dun, dun,
wanderers of. All right. Welcome, wanderers of lands far and wide. Sit and hear a story. The story of a Nat 20. The story of glorious and terrifying strength that has become known to the people of this world as the Dwarven Bitch Slap of Doom. Take a seat around the campfire and hear about how power unparalleled to this day was achieved. After defeating the orc encampment tormenting the nearby villages, the triumphant adventurers returned to the nearest town and hit the tavern, drinking and celebrating their victory. The dwarf fighter and halfling wizard bickering, as always, now with drinks flowing to intensify it. After a nasty remark from the halfling about the dwarf's mother, the dwarf's eyes struck a piercing glare of rage. The bulky dwarven arm raised in the air before it came down at blazing speed toward the halfling. His arm flying through the air with such speed and ferocity, it was as if the gods themselves were pushing it along. The open palm lit ablaze as it flies, soaring through the air at impossible speeds before connecting in a flash of raw energy directly on the halfling's face. Sent flying back by unarmed power that would leave any monk jealous, The halfling flew through the air, smashing into a table across the tavern. A trail of small flames along the path the halfling took. The table and chairs he landed on, nothing but splinters and debris on the ground around him. As those around them began to comprehend what they saw, first came gawking, then cheering, followed quickly by the adventurers slipping out before the table could be added to their bar tab. The young party slipped out the door and dashed out of town, halfling being carried out like a young princess by his paladin friend. Never again had such sheer might been matched by any mortal being, as the story of a mighty dwarf capable of sending his foes flying with the might of a flaming bitch slap traveled the lands. The story of the dwarven bitch slap of doom was born. Now, I hope you are enjoying your s'mores, my friends. Let us hear from one of you next. I am sure we all have grand stories of adventures, might, or wealth. See what I mean? Muscle memory. I just do that like instantly when I fuck up. That's how fast I work, bro. Except not fast enough ever. It's never fast enough. Anyways, that was lit. Edit. A word. There we go. Now we're done.
Oh, please tell me he's in the chat. Please tell me he's in the chat.
Yeah, please tell me the Jesus Batman or the Batman Jesus or the Bat Jesus or the Jesus Man. If you are in the chat, holy fuck, bro. Like, immediate high five. I love you.
I think that's the winner
That's
of
the
the
shit.
night so far. And
So far, but it's just we've only just begun. We've only just begun, lads.
I'd be impressed if we can beat that.
Yeah. I'd be impressed too. That was a pretty goddamn killer story. Was my drama enough for you?
I had to give you some extra drama because you were going ham with it. So I'm like, yes, we got to go. Ooh.
Yeah, you gotta give him the goosebumps.
You got to give him the goosebumps.
Then you get the wee fart noise. Go for
All
it.
right.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I got it.
It's like the sound of it's like Squidward's steps in SpongeBob SquarePants. It's a sound that's no. It's
Let's see. Can I even do that one? Yeah, I can. I can do a little bit.
It's not as sharp as Dave.
the sound Squidward makes.
It needs more dwarf.
Let me see here.
Oh, if we get another dwarf one, I'll read it out like a jackass with a Scottish accent, as broken as it will be.
I'm not Scottish.
Ooh, you're
Oh,
I think we all know that if we have dwarven dialogue, the only acceptable accent for it is Ripdaddy's.
I'm not Scottish. Jeez.
No, but you're close enough. You're like what, 20 minutes away? Come on, don't even.
That's some swim, but no, because where I live, the boat takes forever. It's like 3 hours, but you could swim it in about 45 minutes. You can see it.
See, that's what I'm saying.
oh shit. Let
But I'm
me
not
let me
reading out
switch
loud, there's no
windows
way.
real quick. I'll read this one.
Yeah, there's no
Hold
way
on.
I am. There's no way I'm reading.
We got to get you a small one to read at
Oh,
least,
no,
just
like-
one with a character in it,
As I was
because
telling
it'd be
you,
so fun to watch.
as I was telling you,
And was-
Why don't you just like read like the first chapter of like a book instead?
We all
So you don't
come
have to
for
be
another
smirch
stream.
our precious stories.
No.
He reads the first chapter of like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings.
I have my 7-year-old. He reads Howard Henry books. I don't know if they translate over to the United States of America, but he's 7, and whenever I read stories, he basically has taught himself to read just so he doesn't have to listen to me.
Wow.
You're so
Wow.
He can mow.
Dick.
He mows through books. He mows through them just so he does. And you see, whenever it's time for bed, he goes, "No, mommy stories, mommy stories." And I go, "Oh, what about daddy stories?" He goes, "Oh, I'll read it myself." So no,
Oh
it
God.
just doesn't work for me. I just can't read out loud.
I think the chat disagrees.
Yeah, the chat
Of
wants to
course
see
they
you
do.
read a dwarf story eventually. Yeah.
Well, let me see here.
I mean,
all I
it
see is
can't
J
hurt
Ross.
if you found one, but
No, I would need about 10 takes, and it would be Squidward would be dandering all over the place. So he would. He'd be heading to the pineapple under the sea. No, I think I'm gonna pass. Wait until I've got a few whiskeys in me or something some night. You never know. You might be able to talk me into it.
Oh, I'll get you. I'll peer pressure you yet.
Well, if we do this enough, I may have to. I may have to. Or I could get special guests in or something. Get Jay Ross in with his Make Canada Great
oh
hat again.
God,
and-
we'd have to
Oh,
slap him
God.
a lot though. Good Lord.
I know.
Yeah, but he would like it, so it'd be fine.
Oh yeah, true.
He gets his
Not gonna
leg.
lie, I'd like it too. Let's go.
Go right, Brian. Just go for it. You take this one then.
All right, I can do this one. Well, everyone, there was a comment a while back, and if we get a nice story, I'm gonna read it all entirely in Kermit's voice. But let's see. Unusual dimension. All right, if you're in the chat, hello, what's going on? How you doing? Got my half-orc ass beaten by a 2'6" grung in a bar fight. I don't know what that is. Dave, you're an expert here. What is a grung?
As an expert.
I have no idea what a grung is, but I assume that it's a small race of humanoids.
It's tiny something or other, so that's interesting. After a hard day at the office arena, my 6'6" half-orc fighter walks into the local tavern for a drink and a meal. Lo and behold, there's a grung on the bar, croaking happily as a bard is playing music for him, and another is buying him drinks and food. Not wanting to miss out on this, I go to the bar and order the grung a tankard of moonshine, a wolf steak, and for myself, I get a plate of giant frog's legs. I can already see this is going fucking sour fast. The grung downs his moonshine and eats his steak. I start eating my frog's legs, and this very long, sticky tongue shoots over and steals a frog leg. Wanting to show the grung that that's not socially acceptable here, I decide to swing on him. I roll a 5 total and miss. What then transpired could only be explained as a toddler beating up a fully grown man. I wake up my back with a ringing, raging headache and a large gash across my face, or large gashes across my face from the grung's claws. What is this race? Is it a frog or?
It's a frog race. Yeah.
It's a frog with claws. Fucking weird. There's a pat on my shoulder and the grung speaking to me in a language I can't understand. It's now my half-orc's mission to learn his language and befriend the grung. Edit. No one in the bar spoke grung, and I didn't understand that he thinks the two buying him drinks and food are his slaves, including me. I'm learning grung to help be his translator. Well, there you go. You introduced us to a new race, and we now know if we see a grung in a bar, fucking just nuke the bar and run, or try to make a friend and run.
It's the only way to be sure.
Yeah, don't let him breed.
I don't know. I like playing Aarakocras. Aarakocras are so broken.
What are those? What are those? I don't think
Aarakocras are basically eagle people.
Ah.
Which means at level 1 you have a fly speed of 50 feet.
Jesus Christ.
Which is pretty fucking broken in my opinion. But like you're squishy. Obviously, you're a bird person.
Wait. Oh God.
But you know.
Hey, sapient life, if you're here, my kobold monk was kicked in the nuts by one of those little bastards. Oh fuck me.
Ugh, Menards.
Oh, Menards! Somebody kicked me in their fucking
Ugh, Menards.
Ugh!
Absolute
Scott, you would be
mad
perfect
lad.
for reading that one out in like a your accent. That would be brilliant in that accent.
No, you know what? We just need to wait until we get a story that's like very clearly written by someone who's very, very Irish. And then
Conor McGregor in DnD.
So what? A human fighter? Come on, you can do better. Honestly, human fighter is like one of the strongest builds you can play in D&D. Like you can fuck up the world with a human fighter. If you know the game enough, there's ways to break it. Little polearm mastery here. Little math there. Maybe see if you can multi-class. Deadly. I see something about a dick as a catapult. That looks pretty funny.
I was gonna say that's literally right up your alley, though. I mean, go for it.
I mean, that's just a comment, though.
Wait,
isn't it?
Scott, are you muted again?
No, I hear his tapping.
I just saw his mouth moving.
Yeah.
He's just shy.
Professional.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, where'd you go?
I know.
What's going on?
I said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm thinking, nah, you see, we've already. Yeah, no, this is a thread suggestion. Let me see here.
Do it.
What's your favorite 3.5 build? I've never played 3.5, but if I did play 3.5, I would probably build a, gosh, what are they called? They're more a Deva. Oh, I would so build a Deva. That would be so fun. Devas are pretty OP from what I understand in 3.5/4.
Oh, it's there we go. Look at that. Didn't even see this.
So probably do like a Deva Paladin. That'd be pretty broken. Or maybe like a Deva, like Sorcerer could be interesting. You know, something charisma based would be interesting for sure.
I'm liking all these folks here. Didn't even notice.
J. Ross. I would play as a cart. Like, you mean just like a cart with wheels?
What's he playing at?
Yeah, he means a cart, like an actual cart.
Oh, dear.
J-Ross.
There's no words I could use to describe him without getting trouble on YouTube.
What? Just bless you. That was a good cough.
Forgive my ignorance, Eigel, but what is ECL?
Ooh, I know that term, but it's on the tip of my tongue. Where's that donkey? Scott, you got to do the donkey.
Not Scottish. That sounds actually quite Scottish.
Stop staring at my cock. Let's go. Stop staring at my cock. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, let's have a wee click.
By Rubber Ducking Mad. I already said their name.
She's immediate.
Dipstick.
I'm seeing here stuff that.
Just making sure that it's legal.
Yeah, that's one might be a wee bit on the illegal side.
Oh, really? All right. Well, then forget it.
We'll skim a bit more. I just don't want to offend any groups, you know.
Yeah,
like
that's
the
a little bit
Russians.
too. It's already getting a little political, just with what I can ascertain there.
Oh yeah, no. I just saw Russians and terrorists, and that's bad. No.
Yeah,
Bad.
that's a lot of polarizing stuff.
We're gonna get that array.
So this sucks, but for whatever reason, the screen streaming is not working well in my Discord, so I'm just reading it off of the YouTube stream.
Yeah, same here because it just crashed on our Discord. Professionalism,
Yeah.
everybody. Discord just dicked us.
Quality content.
And if I-
do you want to have some quality content? It's really good.
If anybody actually manages to come back next
Second
week
class
after this
level.
here, yeah,
So that would mean that level 1 Deva is as powerful as a level 6 human. Okay. Got it.
I can only fit a couple more stories going here. I don't want to run out of valuable content. This one here,
Scott, I
Oh,
have
y'all
a-
need to join and give us more.
this one here,
I
I
have
think
a
we're
comment.
going to need to have a proper skim through, but it does look like it could potentially be quite funny.
This one, the fifth level barbarian one,
I don't know how I actually clicked on that. I'm still thinking about the other one. Yeah,
Cox one.
always thinking about
The
Cox.
Cox one has terrorists and shit in it. It's like
Yeah,
fucking,
but it's like it sounds like a game of Counter Strike
does,
more
but
than it sounds like
we will.
politics.
Yeah.
Does we will we'll review that one for next week. I think next week what we might do is actually skim through them a bit more before we even start, and then just pretend everybody, the masses.
What preparation? Oh my
I know,
gosh!
because I don't do that very often. But there's 166.
Well, how about you skim through them ahead of time, vet
course.
them, and like save them into a tab, and then we'll just go through the different tabs.
yeah, of course. What the fuck are you trying to say?
his face, he's like, the fuck? What did you just say to me? Me skim? What am I, milk? Cunt.
What am I? Chopped liver?
What am I, chopped liver?
All right, we're gonna just go for it. We're gonna jump right in. Can we scroll
Yeah,
up so I can see the username?
Go for
I,
it.
I still think that we
Just a
should make
smidge.
Scott read one.
I've seen this fella before many.
He needs to get drunker. He already let us know that. Okay, I can't. Oh, it's so blurry in Discord, and I gotta wait on the YouTube stream
Yeah.
to catch up. It's so fucked, city. This is such a train wreck. We did it. We did a train wreck, guys.
Do you want to see
Alright,
if I can fix it first?
The mighty Perkele. Perkele. I think that's Finnish. Something tells me that's Finnish. MrRipper, posted by you/the mighty Perkele 17 days ago. How my 5th level barbarian massacred 19 goblins in less than 1 round and became as strong as an adult green dragon. TLDR, I killed 19 goblins due to Wild Soul on Earth Arcana Rage and had 189 hit points. Now, our party of 4 headed to destroy a goblin camp. We had previously killed their leader and taken his crown. My 5th level Wild Soul Barbarian walked in with the intent to kill goblins at the door, but they kneeled before me, and I became the Goblin Queen since I had the leader's crown. They took me in. Every single goblin in the camp gathered around me to worship. Then I raged. As part of the Wild Soul path, I roll on a magic surge table to determine the effect of my rage. I rolled a 1, which is a necrotic thing that sucks out 1d10 hit points from each creature within 30 feet. Well, guess who rolled an 8 and massacred every single goblin with 7 hit points in the camp? It was a gruesome scene. If this was not ridiculous enough, the thing is that I get the temporary hit points taken from the creatures. Total damage done to all 19 of the goblins was 152 points. So I had a whopping total of 189 hit points. Would have been 207 if I hadn't stepped in a few bear traps, That is indeed one hell of a wild soul. Well, it is. It is a wild soul. Well done, mighty Perkele.
Wait, here's the applauso. Got to have the applause.
Jaya. All right, we did it. We did the thing. RPG
Absolutely.
Tales says, "Don't put me out of a job, man.
Oh,
Fucking collab."
yes.
Let's collab, bro.
Everybody's bringing
If you wanna collab, come on over. We're always ready, baby.
Yeah.
RPG Tales. I feel like I've seen your channel before.
Yeah,
I feel like I love you.
You have actually, yeah. He's actually been on the comments whenever it was like pre 1,000 subs this time last year.
Damn.
Yeah.
So RPG Tales is an OG homie.
Yeah, he's got his own channel. I was actually checking out a wee while ago there. I was just checking up on him, yeah, because I hadn't seen him in a while. Because he usually
keeping an eye on the competition or what?
Yeah, there's another guy. The funny thing, I haven't actually told you this here, but people are bringing up Crit Crab. Why is he coming up in the comments? People are saying they don't know who Crit Crab is. He's class.
I've talked to Crit Crab a few times.
Yeah.
He's an interesting guy.
I've been chatting to him through Neckbeardia. He's definitely somebody that I actually thought when I was earlier on, when I was eating my massive dinner in preparation for this here, my beef curry. I was thinking he wouldn't be a bad guy to get on as well. His channel, I think he's the same size as this channel, our channel. He's 90 plus. Yeah.
Is he now?
Yeah.
Wow, good work.
His stuff's good too. I'm like 99% sure he narrates his stuff himself, so he's
Hell yeah.
he's
He's probably got a sexy voice then.
He does have a sexy voice. Yeah.
Yeah. We got to do. Well, I mean, Ripdaddy, you have a sexy voice. It's just hard to understand. I want to like clarify this because like, dude, if you come to America and like you try and like hit on people, period, like regardless of gender with an accent and you're like over 6 feet tall, fucking the clothes just vaporize, dude.
I am a touch over 6 foot by 4 whole inches. Yes, I'm tall, but I'm not even tall for here.
You're so tall. You're such a daddy.
Who's your daddy?
Man, I saw your pictures on Facebook. You're tall, dude. Everyone around you is like a midget. I'm going, what the fuck? I'm not that tall. What are you? Are you on drugs?
It's no. The funny thing about it is that here, whenever I was younger, I was actually tall, and then I think I was at my son's school or whatever, and I'm like, I'm small in comparison to everybody else. But the funny thing is I walked into this petrol station, gas station.
Gas station. Thank you very much.
You got to do the rest of this show in accent.
You want to hear your southern accent, please? Come on.
So I was in the gas station. I seen this big tall fucker, and I was thinking,
it's gone already.
I know it's gone. I'm Australian. I was literally walking up to the thing. I was like, look at the fucking size of this guy here. He's fucking massive, big tall fella. And then I walked up to him and he was the same eye level as me. I was like, is that what I look like? Holy shit. So I was like,
it's like looking into a mirror. What the fuck?
Getting closer and closer and closer. And then I realized he was exactly the same height as me. I was like, fuck. But yeah, no, but I'm not even the tallest in my house anymore. That's just disappointing. Like I'm looking up at people.
Was Jake taller?
Yeah, he's a couple inches taller. And
damn.
Lewis, my middle son, he's same size. And then my wee lad's mental big, like, but I think it's like I don't know what it is. Just here, we're all quite tall for some strange reason. It's all the crap.
It must be something you eat.
It's all that starch.
It's all the shit. It's potatoes. Yeah, I think people exercise more. I think that's just like a general thing, you know. I think we eat potatoes.
Oh shit.
Well, it's probably because you don't have roads, right? So everybody just walks everywhere on.
Hey guys, we just got the yeehaw pass.
What's the yeehaw?
Yeah.
That just means we can all say yeehaw because we're all from Texas. Yeehaw in the chat. Here we go.
By the way, while we're talking about Texas, Whataburger is better than In-N-Out Burger. Don't at me. And I live in California, and I'm saying that. That's right. Whataburger is better than In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, I went to Cali one time. In-N-Out and Whataburger. I mean, I'm inclined to agree. I agree.
Well, like when I go to a burger, I don't want to feel good about the burger I'm eating.
You want to feel like you're gonna die.
Garbage, and Whataburger does that in droves. And in that regard, it is a more authentic American hamburger than In-N-Out.
I want to move. If I was the
just for the burgers.
I haven't told anybody. Well, I've told a few people, select people, but this is now actually my living. So thank you to everybody. So
yeah, and congratulations to Ripdaddy for breaking through the ceiling of corporate capitalism
Yeah, the
He
crazy.
is now his own person. He's working on his own. I love
And
it.
now he only has to answer to the almighty algorithm,
Dun, dun,
which
dun.
arguably could be worse.
I don't
We'll
fear
see
it.
how it turns out.
I don't fear it. I don't fear it. I might have flirted with a few rules at the start. No, basically what happened was the whole lockdown thing happened to everybody, and I had to work from home. I work in IT, and I was able to work from home, and I was getting really, really annoyed with working with it. And then I got offered another job, and I decided to go for that, and left my original job. And then I was just thinking, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I going to leave the house for 11 hours a day and then do this every evening whenever I could just do this? So fingers crossed.
Yeah, plus it means you get to hang out with your friends who love you more.
That's it. And I'm more... that's why this has came up, and I want to spend more time on Discord because I've met loads of cool people there too. Most of them are not. Seriously? Most people are not creepy like J. Ross. They're actually quite nice.
I was going to say, most of them are not J. Ross, but J. Ross is many of them.
Yes, I know, with all his alt accounts.
Yeah.
That's when I realised that all my friends are just in one person.
Well, I bet you like 5 of the 600 users in our Discord are J. Ross. 500 of the 600 are just J. Ross alts.
Just being catfished, you know. Like
he's just catfishing us, and like he's got a banana spam macro.
Yeah, exactly. So I've totally forgot where I was going with that there. But yeah, once again, thank you.
Gratitude, probably, for allowing you to make this your full-time gig.
Well, yeah.
You were also going to say something about just moving.
Oh, wow, yes. If I was to move to America, I want to move to Dallas, Texas. And
why?
There's one reason for it, and one reason only. And it used to be Hawaii, because I watched Hawaii 5-0, the new one.
Oh, fuck off.
And I fucking watched that shit for about 3 seasons until I realized that sorry for the spoilers, that his mum is like the main baddie was his brother and all that sort of stuff. It was a load of rubbish. I got really, really tired of it. But then I watched Fast and Loud, a car show. Richard Rollins, Texas. You see them cruising about around the countryside, picking up cars and stuff, and I'm thinking, and I'm a big boy, as we've well established, and I like big boy food. I think Texas was I'd fit in there quite nicely.
You know, I think you would get on in Texas all right. It's definitely a happy place for a large person.
I'll tell you right now, Scott. Chelsea's first experience in America, she went down to Austin, Texas, to RTX back in, I think, 2016, and she said, all around, and I agree with this, I think a lot of the places in Texas are, like my father even says, flat, fucking boring, and it's bland. But Austin, from everyone I've ever heard, they say Austin is the fucking place to be. Good food, big lights, art everywhere, shit to do at every corner. You'd love it.
But
you would absolutely love living there.
But is Richard Rawlings and Aaron Kaufman, the car guys, do they live there? No. See, that's
they live close enough, though.
They do. Is it flat and boring as well? I mean, like in Amsterdam, if you've never, it's flat, but it's not so boring. As Dave would. Have you ever been to Amsterdam, Dave?
I've always wanted to go. I have a friend out there who I love dearly, who I would love to go visit. But I've not been to Amsterdam.
I think you'd enjoy it, Dave. I think you'd enjoy it.
I believe there's probably multiple reasons why I would.
Dave, I'm trying to keep Brian out of the conversation. There's lovely places in France near the Alps where they do lovely bottles of water. So they do there, Brian. Seeing that's your actual cup of tea.
In fact, I've always wanted to go visit Chartreuse. I haven't even tried Chartreuse. It just seems pretty.
Where?
Chartreuse, France.
Oh, right. Been to France once.
I tried the fucking thing, and it's just like, what? Where are we going?
Where
are we doing a MrRipper world tour to all of these just like random ass destinations?
I just want to go to different places in Canada as a tour because I like that. I like Canada.
J. Ross's house. J. Ross's house. I want to go there.
I love
J. Ross's basement. More so than anything, I'm sure it's a wonderland. I'm sure it's a I'm sure J. Ross's basement is an embarrassment of riches.
I would imagine that, you know, whenever you watch these shows with like serial killers and stuff like that there, and then
guaranteed.
We're getting into this now.
And when they murder, and
no, like
J. Ross,
4chan's worst bedrooms. It's just like empty piss bottles, like half full piss bottles across the entire floor, and like a smoking old computer from like the early a CRT monitor from the 1990s with like post-it notes in blood. Cigarette burns on what little carpet
Cockroaches
is
all
left.
over the fucking room.
No, I imagine it like
fucking chains on the wall.
I imagine it where, you know, when you watch all these serial killers and stuff, and they go down into the basement of their apartment block and they take their clothes off and they throw them in the furnace. You know, they throw them into the furnace. I'd imagine something like that there. That's where J. Ross hangs out. You know, where he can burn all the bodies and all that.
Oh, for sure, he's got a tarp down. He seems like a more methodical killer than that.
You think he's
Actually, no, you're right. He's probably sloppy.
He's sloppy.
Probably
but
likes
then-
it sloppy.
I reckon he likes it sloppy too. Right. I think we should do one more story. I think we should do one more.
I did the last one, so Brian, it's all you, bud.
Ryan,
Oh, Lord,
you're
have
gonna
mercy.
end this in a bang.
Find me a funny one. I'll even do it. If anyone in the chat has a request on a voice that you'd like to have me do it in, I mean, now's the time, because what the hell? It can't hurt.
I think we should stage it up where people do it in accents.
Should we challenge him? Should we like?
Check
should we whoop
recent
his ass?
posts.
I think we should go.
Can you do? Can you do
do?
Sebastian from Black Butler?
No, I cannot. I've never even seen Black Butler. You're gonna laugh. I never saw that. It's a really popular anime, though. I know that. I know it's.
Quite good.
I'm gonna have to try that. Bender, I can't do Bender, but I tried. Literally, I
did the Morty. How's your Morty, by the way?
I can't. I can't actually do Morty. I tried. It
Your
sounds
Rick
like this...
is dead on because you already kind of sound like Rick.
Yeah. See, that's my problem. That's my problem as a voice actor. I got such like a weird voice that it goes one direction and only one direction, and I'm kind of going, well, fuck. What do I do? Just.
You should do it as a hentai girl. I like David E's suggestion. Good name, David.
Oh god damn it!
Should do it just as like an ahegao girl. Ahegao. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh,
Oh,
that's terrible.
Somebody's doing the pass for the Scottish man.
If we get Scottish,
Can't make any promises, but I might be able to hang.
we'd have to have a little bit of Scott for this Irish accent there.
No, my son, my little one, he does a very good Scottish impression, so he does. But our next door neighbour is
So
from
he does.
Scotland, and is from Scotland, and is currently back there, and he puts it on, and it's quite like embarrassing. You know, you don't really do somebody's accent, you know, as a piss take in front of them. But
Oh yeah. To be fair, I'm not gonna lie. When I first
To be
met
fair.
one of my,
To be fair,
when I met my one friend Dustin from, I think he's from Texas. I did a Texas accent in front of him, and he's like, "What the fuck are you trying to do to me? You trying to make me sound like I'm a dumbass?" I said, "Kind of speaks for itself, don't it?" He's like 6'4", and he looks down and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking stab you." And I said, "You have a knife? We're on a train. You can't have a knife on a train." And he pulls out this big ass like Bowie knife. He's like, "I just snuck it past the guard. She was a short little dumbass." I'm like, dude, where the fuck are you going with that? He's like, "I'm going over there to California. We're gonna go get a weed farm or something." And I went, "All right, have fun, buddy. You do you, man. As long as you're happy."
J. Ross is confirming we described his bedroom perfectly with the half piss bottles and the cockroach.
Oh my!
And the
Yeah, so you have like a little piss
There's
fucking
like
funnel
black
next to your
mold
bed.
in one corner of the ceiling, and it's spreading.
But there we go. There's somebody commenting.
And there's like a My Little Pony in a jar covered up to its like eyes in cum.
Yeah, and the hair cut really, really badly, like jagged cuts on it.
And like it started to turn
Yeah.
orange.
You got like in the corner. You have a television playing the My Little Pony like episodes, but it's all broken and in a fucking like white noise, like
my little pony, my little
There's just like a bunch of random TV screens with like horrifying static on them.
We need to pick on somebody else
9%
next
books
time.
and dust. Yeah, me too. You can't lethal. I'm so sorry. I love you though.
Right, let's go for it because I'm gonna have
Plot
right,
twist: the My Little
take your
Pony
pick,
cum
take your
jar with
pick, and I'll read it
J-Rock all
out.
along.
I'll do it. Don't you worry. Oh yeah, that's a short one. I could get.
Yeah, we'll go
I can
short
get
now.
down with the cleric. All right.
Go for it.
What? I have to wait because I'm looking at the actual stream and it has. There we go. We have a post by Black Grimoire.
Ooh.
The first time I played cleric. Now they said different accents. I'll do like maybe every sentence different accent. I don't fucking. I'll try. It
Why
probably
do it?
won't
Flex
keep up.
on him. Flex on him.
Let's see.
So I've never played a cleric before. So I fought a big war cleric.
All right, we got that one out of the way.
First 1 hour into the session, and we end up in an arena with a minotaur at the center. At first, the party is panicking because we're level 1. So, with my brilliant wisdom, I try to suplex it so my party can get away.
I love it. I love it
Nat
so much.
20.
Keep going.
In my DM's words, you see your party in the middle of a breakdown. Oh shit, Miss Piggy, help! You know what you have to do. You belt forwards towards the Minotaur, dodging its giant axes.
I got a good one. Hold on, wait.
You get behind the 7-foot Minotaur, grab it by the waist, and suplex it!
Oh, God, Godfrey, you make me want to die inside. I then yell to the party, run! TLDR. Suplexes a Minotaur, then ran like a little bitch. We ran. Oh, wait, Scott, scroll down, please, just a little bit. I want to read that first comment. Because that first comment makes me hurt inside. It really does. Because I have to wait for the stream to catch up, guys. Ren, get off the stream. Wait, hold on. I got one for that.
Ja, this is great. I always love how clerics are often strong enough to just yeet people out of existence.
Oh, I can't do Stimpy, though. Dave, can you do a Stimpy? I can't do Stimpy.
Stimpy?
Yeah.
Stimpy is the cat, right?
Yeah, he's a cat.
Wow, that's fucking great! Oh, that's fucking great!
Wait. Can you do Beavis and Butthead, though?
I
can
I
sort
bet
of
you
do
he
one.
could. Yeah, I bet you.
I need great cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole. We need TP for our bunghole. We are both cornholio.
Oh, shut up, Dillhole.
He said dillhole.
Dillweed.
Hey guys, he just called me a dillweed.
I have to go back.
I want a little jump
Beavis?
right at the end of there.
Shut up, Beavis.
Jesus Christ. Beavis.
Shut up, Beavis. There it is.
Beavis.
Shut up, Beavis.
There you go. Yeah, now you
Yeah.
got it.
Shut up, Beavis. Oh.
Some people are too young
Doing
to
chat
stream to
voice.
actually know what that is.
I gotta say, probably my best impression is probably like Homestar Runner. I crushed that shit so
I
hard.
missed that so much, dude. Do one.
Hey, Swogbad, I brought back your tape of Still Wizards.
There you go. See, there you go.
Oh,
Perfect.
Oh, can you do Cartman? I could probably do Cartman.
I can sort of do Cartman. I'm a little too deep.
God damn it! Damn it! God damn it, kitty! No, kitty! Off, kitty!
There you go, Scott. We just. Oh,
Or I could
don't
do
say
Cartman
Ed and
whining. I could do Cartman whining.
Oh, you can do King of the Hill. I wish I could do Ed, Ed, and Eddie, though.
What?
He said, there's one guy posted Ed, Ed, and Eddie. I can't do that, but I could do King of the Hill.
What about Strong Sad? I got Strong Sad.
The Joker. Oh.
Strong Sad is the- Oh, I find the Joker to be offensive.
Wait a minute.
I find most things to be offensive.
Wait, I can do Joker. A little bit.
I can't.
I've been trying to
I
work
can do
on
Mark
it.
Hamill voices in general, but I just never tried
Holly.
Joker.
Do you want me to do the Joker properly, or do you want me to go call up Mark Hamill to get a little bit better of a recording in?
Oh, that broke my throat to do the laugh.
Don't hurt yourself, bro. I know, like I can do I can do another Mark Hamill voice. I can do Skips from Regular Show.
Love you too, Charles.
Do you guys watch Regular Show? I fuck with Regular
I
Show.
have a little bit.
Mordecai, do you realize what it is that you have done here?
Now he
It's
sounds
not
like
like
Dr.
Skips.
Girlfriend.
It's a very similar voice.
Number
Good
24,
job,
what are you doing?
Mordecai. Why is Dr. Venture running around here?
I
Master
got no
Chief.
response. I got no
I
answer.
can't do Master Chief.
I don't know Master Chief.
You
I
know
mean, I
him?
know who he is. I know
You
Halo.
know
I just don't know how to
Halo.
do his voice. Is what I meant to say.
God.
Can you do Hank Hill? How's your Hank?
Let's see.
Mine's not
ooh.
very good. Also,
I need some-
propane accessories.
I'm losing it. I'm trying to picture his voice in my head, and I'm losing it. Fuck me. God, no, it's not, God damn it, not like that. God damn it, Bobby.
Ripper's
I
just
can-
observing. I don't think his mic is muted. I think he's just enjoying the shit show.
Whoa,
enjoying it.
God damn it, Bobby.
Oh,
Get my
dang it.
goddamn WD-40.
That's not bad. That's better than mine. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, you got the whoa really, really well.
I got that one down, but it's like playing with the I sell propane and propane accessories. Jamaican.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
great.
ooh. I don't know if I can do Jamaican.
Honk. That's my
Dave.
entitled goose impression.
Can you do Jamaican?
No, I cannot.
You know what? If we're gonna end it, we should end it with what Zach said.
Yeah,
we
go-
just want.
Right.
Arnold.
Yes. Before we go. Firstly, I'm gonna maybe I'm gonna put some stuff up on Reddit for potential suggestions for next week. If anybody has any accents that need to be done, we'll think of a few things anyway. Don't spam the life out of it because it's hard to go through sometimes. But I'll come up with some threads.
Spam the life out of it.
I know I just said that, and everybody's going to do it.
It's gonna happen now.
But before we go, I think that Brian and Dave should have a go at my accent. I think, and I
Brian and Dave should have a go at your accent. Are you
Yeah.
gonna give us like a reference sentence to see who sticks it harder?
I'm just thinking, do I go full Belfast or do I go...
I'm just thinking, do I go full Belfast? Belfast?
Uh-oh. Go on, Brian.
Go on, Brian.
Go on,
Hold on.
Brian.
Hold on.
Go on,
Chelsea
Brian.
is gonna criticize me because she actually can do an Irish accent really well.
It's
and
not
I can't.
Irish, it's Northern Irish.
No, I'm gonna
Irish
do an
is
accent
different.
for you, Scott. I'm gonna do it for you.
for it.
You know what's coming. You
Hello,
said this to
IT.
me in a
Have you
private
tried
chat
turning
the
it
other
off and then
day.
back on again?
Oh, I want me Lucky Charms. I just want to go get my whiskey and my Lucky Charms. Stick a marshmallow right up my arse. It's going to be great.
You're about
Hey, Conor McGregor.
you're
Do
about
you want
100
to come
miles
over here
off.
and have a little boxy? We could have a little goat between us if you want.
I should change my name to Mr. Ripper, not Scottish, not Irish, not English, not Welsh.
I'm not Scottish.
This is
I'm
my
not
impression.
Scottish.
This is my impression of Ripdaddy. Hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off?
Hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off today?
Thankfully,
You're having a
How is
good
it? How do
day.
you do the Ripdaddy? Did I do it right?
you do have to restart your machine before you call me, or I do get pissed off. So,
You say that
Love
your
it.
monitor isn't on.
what made me leave my job and do YouTube is the fact that basically during the lockdown that I had hundreds and about 1,000 calls with people looking VPN set up, and rushed through it for about a week or so. And then for about 2 weeks after, I literally had the same people call me every morning and go, Scott, this isn't working. And I'd always go, did you connect the VPN? And they go, oh, am I meant to do that? Like, yes. And then the next fucking day, it was the same fucking person. But what was worse is that they
shit.
couldn't click on the button. They couldn't click on the button. So I would connect onto their computer and we use a thing called Go to Assist. And it's actually quite tricky to get people on because they got to download the plugin, run the plugin, hit yes again.
Have
hit-
you downloaded the internet?
Yeah, no. But you get them through that, and they do it every morning for 4 days. And on the 5th day, on the Friday, they go, "How do I connect on?" It's like you've done it 4 days in a row. How can you forget? So yes, that made me want to quit. It wasn't actually that I
Oh,
wanted.
fuck. It's like trying to train a fucking bear how to juggle. It just can't do it.
No. I would say that I had 10 to 15 calls. People actually got through the call logging process. The call came up on my board. I give them a ring, and then they'd go, "Oh, I need to be connected to the internet." It happened multiple times, so that's the reason why you're stuck with me now. So
If that's the worst of your problems, then you don't got much to worry about.
I get angry very quickly.
Bro, we have a lift at the theater that I work at that at one point, and when I say lift, I mean like a thing that you stand on that you lift up, it's like a power lift that goes on the stage. It's got like wheels on it, and like it puts a person up in the air so they can work on lighting fixtures and shit.
Yeah.
And we had this lift, bro, that was hot wired together. You would have to touch a white wire with an exposed copper end to like a contact inside the little control box to send it up.
It's the only way to do it, but go for it.
And that was enough to make me mad at the workplace. I would never get on the lift, but I would have to operate it because it was just two of us. Like,
I'm
it's like
shit-
fuck, dude, it's
I
so
am
terrifying.
shit scared.
And
of police.
that battery is like 45,000 volts or some shit. It's fucking massive.
Oh, you feel that shit? Like, no, I basically, everybody knows I'm scared of heights, and I would normally be.
Oh, fuck heights.
Oh, no. So my boss was like, no, it's all right. You go to this warehouse and you put these access points in. Don't worry, it's not that high. And I go into a building site with, I don't know, about 40 or 50 guys, and they're all working away, and they got the hammers out, and I'm with my very smooth hands. You can tell they've never done a day's work, proper work.
His
like
baby
manual work.
hands.
Yeah. And next thing you know, I was like, oh, I need to go up the scissors lift, like big high ceiling. I'm clinging on like this here. Oh, but it actually had a button, but I don't do lifts. Wouldn't even do them.
There
if
would
you had
be
the
a brown
option.
streak coming down that fucking. Oh no.
Right.
No, sir.
I mean, as long as you've got like proper safety gear, like you should be fine.
Oh,
You know,
no,
that's,
you never.
We have what? Do they have OSHA over there too, or is it just a stateside thing? Or
What was
like I'm not really afraid of heights. I like to go rock climbing though, so I'm weird.
No.
as long as you use his rope, man. I don't want you dying young.
no.
No, I would always.
Yeah,
use a
don't
rope.
be an adrenaline junkie like that.
No,
That's
no.
dangerous.
Dude, I've been into climbing for a long time. I've seen
Yeah.
Alex Honnold do his thing, and it's like, it's so not how I like to think about climbing. That
Yeah.
is so not the relaxing like exercise that I want it to be. That's just.
That's like if I
I'm
want
not
my
into
asshole
fearing
to
for my
bleed,
life.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm just into like tooting around and having a good time and getting a sweat on. You know.
Yeah, well, it make me sweat, like literally from every orifice. So, all right, I think it's time to end it. We will be back.
Thank you everybody for subscribing. I hope
Yes.
that you're all rolling better.
Well, I hope so. We're gonna.
Please sub for Nat 20s if you have not subscribed.
Make sure to leave us lots of comments about all of your favorite stories and moments and everything you want us to do, because we are slaves for you, essentially.
Yeah. We'll be back next week. It'll be a Thursday night though, because we're trying to alternate around releases. They're every other day. It's never really been advertised, but it's been like that for a year now nearly. So I think most people work that out. Every other day, 10 o'clock my time, wherever you are in the world. Thank you. Hopefully you never know, might hit the 100,000 when we're up live. That would be good. You get the old champagne and all out.
We'll all throw like
That'd
confetti
be
and
cool.
stuff too. We'll make sure it's a little pretty day.
I'd say it's 2 weeks away. I'd say 2 weeks away. I even bought a bookshelf. So excuse me, just so I can sit.
Bookshelf.
Yes, I've got a bookshelf.
You've got a bookshelf.
Yeah, I have a book of flowers here.
I'm just working on your accent so I can win
Bookshelf.
again next time.
Yes, that is your homework for next week. I think we should be.
That is your homework for next week.
That is your homework for next week. What's that again?
I've already got it. I already got your
That
accent.
is your homework.
Fine. I've got you figured out, bro.
Homework
Don't even worry.
for next week.
I think that you two should have a very accurate Northern Irish accent, but do
Accurate
Not
Northern
Dublin,
Irish
not
accent.
Dublin. Got to be Northern
not. It has
Irish.
to be Northern Irish. Do not.
I've watched The Ninth Doctor. I know the deal.
Don't watch Sons of Anarchy. Do not watch it.
No, I'll watch Christopher Eccleston and Chris O'Dowd for reference.
Chris O'Dowd, he's not there. Yeah.
Sorry?
Just be careful, because this thing called border, it's got us in a lot of trouble over the last 100 years. Yes, all right, okay. We'll go down that note. Yes, thank you for everybody for watching. Ali, go and look at the camera for saying this. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
much
see-
love.
We'll see you next week, guys. Cheerio.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Do you have a stream as ending scene to
you're
put
gonna
up?
Find out. You're going to find out. Hopefully the
Oh my
words
god, production value,
Hope-
quality content.
We have quality content, everyone, with all of our doubloons.
Oh, I'll tell you very quickly before we go. There was I have a couple of cards made up, but both of them they're OCD because the BRB was sitting slightly
Oh
off.
yeah,
wasn't it?
this fucking guy is gonna make you so triggered with this fucking card. Lay into him about it.
I
for
feel
Oh
like-
God's
god,
sake.
it was awful.
I'll flick it on.
Ripdaddy.
I'll flick it on.
It was so off brand.
You're never going to see it again, but there's it is here.
Oh why you gotta
No,
do me
get
like that,
rid of it.
bro?
That's what happens when you're Photoshop
God
pissed in the
damn
middle of the
it.
night. Right. Cheerio, folks. Bye-bye.